Hey guys, welcome back to another quick guide. Today we're going to look over the crafting system in DayZ 1.01. Since the full release of DayZ, not every crafting recipe has been added back into the game, but the developers plan to add these mechanics in as soon as possible. Also understand that these recipes are subject to change in the future. The most important item you need when crafting is a knife. If you can't find one, you can craft an improvised knife by finding stones. These stones can be found on trails and at the beach. Once you have 2 stones, drag one to your hands and drag the other on top of that, then hold the left mouse button. This is how crafting works in DayZ 1.01. This process is just having 2 items then dragging them over each other in your hands or on the ground. Now that we got the basics down, let's get into the recipes, starting off with clothing. A Smurf vest and utility backpack can be combined for more slots. A plate carrier can be combined with 2 items. One is the additional pouches, which will make the vest have the ability to carry more items, and the gun holster, which makes the vest able to hold a pistol. If you find a rope or craft it with 2 full stacks of rags and a burlap sack, you can combine these 2 to create a courier bag. If you want to increase the size of this bag, then you can add 3 small sticks to create an improvised bag. If you're able to kill a wild boar and retrieve its pelt, then you can add rope onto that and make an improvised leather backpack. Taking burlap sacks and cutting them will create burlap strips. Combine this with netting, you can craft parts of a ghillie suit. Netting can be found on the coast with these boats. These can be found throughout the entire coast. Here's what you'll need to craft different parts of a ghillie suit. Understand that the shrug, cloak, and suit will take up your backpack slot. Lastly, if you cut up raincoats with a knife, you can get armbands. The color of the raincoat will determine what color armband you get. Armbands are great for identifying friends or enemies if they're wearing one. Next on the list, we have the medical crafting system. If you're in a hospital and you find a saline bag and an IV start kit, then you can create a saline bag. These can be used to restore blood if your character needs it. This will also increase your health, so if you're limping, then using one of these can help you in a tense situation. Another transfusion method can be used through blood. This method is a little more complicated, but if your blood is compatible, then take your donor's blood, then craft that with an IV start kit and give it to the recipient. Lastly, we have the sources of light and cooking. To create a fire, add a stick with either a rag, bandage, paper, book, or bark. Cutting down trees can help you keep your fire alive. To light the fire, you can use a matchbox or use a hand drill kit. To make a hand drill kit, cut some bark with a knife on a tree, then add a stick. If you want to cook food, add a campfire tripod, which allows you to add a cooking pot on top of your fire. Make sure your food doesn't overcook though. If you need a light, a torch can be crafted with a stick or sharpened stick, and either a rag, bandage, or animal lard. Again, use a matchbox or a hand drill kit to light the torch. Lastly, if you take duct tape and a PET bottle, then you can create an improvised suppressor. This suppressor can be used for only a certain amount of shots until it's ruined, so be conservative. I know this guide was a little longer than normal, but I hope this helped out as many people as possible. Remember, these recipes may change and more will be added along the development of DayZ. Thanks for watching.